everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tanya. If you're stopping by for the first time, welcome. If you're not stopping by for the first time, thank you for your support. Today's video is another collaboration video, and you know I like my collaboration videos. I find them really enjoyable. I find it challenging to work with someone, try to come up with something, try to work things out, and then be surprised by what they end up showing on their channel as opposed to what I've shown on mine. So I am today collaborating with the one and only Autumn Beckman. You heard me right, Autumn Beckman. So I reached out to her a little while ago. I said, hey Autumn, look, you know, I'm small, but I really enjoy your videos and I really like your approach. I actually like her approach in her videos simply because she too is a teacher. So I could see the very structured manner in which she plans her videos, and she has a very calming voice and she's very controlled, and that really appeals to me. She said, sure, why not? I said, awesome. And then she said, well, what's your idea? What are you thinking of? And I said to her, how about we do a virtual bag swap? That I choose a bag from Autumn's collection that I would love to own, that I would love to have. If I could swap one of mine for one of Autumn's. And Autumn said, yep, sounds interesting. I said, okay. So then the idea was that once we have chosen a bag from each other's collection, I have to then choose something from my own collection to sacrifice or to give up. And I think I have chosen well. And the bag I chose to give up is one that I think, based on my understanding of Autumn and from what I've seen in all of her videos, I think the bag that I've chosen will suit her because it is unique and it is different. And then the second part of this challenge is to do the same thing with an SLG. So you know, those of you who have followed me for a while, you know I love my SLGs, and here we are. Those of you who follow Autumn would know that recently she had her 40th birthday, and recently she bought for herself a most beautiful bronze Chanel reissue. It is the larger size, and although I tend not to go for larger sized bags, I must admit, I think this bag would suit me really well. And the reason for that is because as I'm getting older, I'm starting to become a little bit annoyed with these little itty bitty bags. Okay, and I'm starting to like this type of size more, only because I find that, look, I'm getting too old to play Tetris with putting things in and out of my bag. And as much as I love the little ones and I love the look of them, and I think that most of the time they suit me, this bag that I've chosen from Autumn's collection is one that I can see myself gravitating to more often. I've always loved the reissue. And I love chevron. Any Chanel piece that I intend to buy one day will be chevron because I just love the look of chevron. It really appeals to me. But although hers is quilted, at the same time, it is a magnificent bronze color. And I mean a true bronze. I don't mean a copper, and I don't mean like a light gold. I mean a true bronze, which is that in between copper and gold. And to me, the reissue is a beautiful bag. This one is a larger one, so that means I can just throw things in and not worry about how I should use my SLGs or how I should position them in the bag, or worry that if I open the flap, things might fall out or haven't been put in properly, sitting well enough, which could dent the inside or not cause the flap to close properly, things like that. So to me, that's the bag I would love. And then, in order for me to request that bag, my suggestion from my collection that I would give up, and I love this bag. Are you ready? The bag I've chosen to give up and to give to Autumn, because I think she would really appreciate the story behind this and the workmanship and the uniqueness, is this one. And this is, although it's only Coach, and I shouldn't say only, because Autumn does have a magnificent Coach collection. This is the Coach by Rodarte collaboration from about 5 or 6 years ago. The reason I chose this one here is because I've noticed that Autumn is enjoying quite a few vintage Coach bags in this sort of saddle bag style, either a larger one or a medium-sized one. This is a medium-sized saddlebag style, let's say. This is the courier bag. And the beauty of this, and what I think would appeal to Autumn with this bag, although it's quite busy, is the workmanship. This is not just a whole lot of studs and sequins. the beauty of this bag is that each of these little petals, let's call them, is leather, is cut out leather, and then it is interspersed with these beautiful little gold studs. Now, I know that a lot of Autumn's bags are more classic and sleek and streamlined, but she does have a fair collection of artist collaboration bags. So I thought this one would fit in with that particular vibe. And it's an easy to use bag. It's just got a flap that pulls out like this with this long tongue. And then you've got the inside, which is very spacious and easy to use, and it's all leather, and the workmanship on this bag is superb. So now, this bag is a collaboration with the Coach designer of the time in 2017. His name was Stuart Stuart Vevers, and he actually collaborated with a sister team who were and are fashion designers. Now, this for Coach was the beginning of their turnaround. This was the beginning of their resurgence in the public's eye, a move away from a lot of that somewhat tacky CC logo that sort of was doing the rounds in the late 90s and so on. This is a collaboration, and the first one ever, with designer and designer. So, for Coach anyway. So although the sister duo, and their names are, forgive me while I look at my notes, their names are Kate and Laura Malevi, they sort of worked together. They're not artists, they're fashion designers, and they worked together with Stuart, and they really sort of connected and vibed together, and they came up with a collection of fabulous pieces. There is a clutch in this range, which I would like to buy, and it is a dark one with multicolored leather pieces, which I'm watching. So that's the bag that I have chosen. Now, it's interesting because Stuart Vevers, who became the director, the fashion director, artistic director of Coach back in 2017, had worked for many other significant design houses. And he worked for Calvin Klein, Bottega Veneta, Givenchy, and he also worked with Marc Jacobs for Louis Vuitton. And he worked for Mulberry, and he really brought Mulberry to the forefront again. He worked with Loewe, and then in 2013, I think, did I say 17? 2013, he actually started working with Coach. A lot of his pieces were being presented at the New York Fashion Week, and that's where he met the two sisters, and they started chatting, and they said, hey, let's work out something. And they created a whole lot of fashion, and they created a whole lot of accessories and bags and leather goods. So I think this bag is exquisite. It does have a very heavy chain strap, but the beauty of this is that, of course, it is removable. So if Autumn wanted, she could add any other strap from any of her other bags to this. So that is my bag suggestion from my collection to swap with Autumn's bronze Chanel reissue. Second part of the collaboration video is to swap an SLG. Now, if you know Autumn's collection, like I said earlier, quite vast. Her bag collection and her SLG and other small items collection is quite large. There is one piece that stands out to me, and it is truly beautiful. The color, its function, and its size. And that is the Chanel small key holder pouch in that beautiful turquoise blue with the beautiful camellia imprint in the leather. Stunning piece. I remember when she first unboxed that and showed that to us, I caught my breath. I actually love color, which is ironic because here behind me I have a lot of neutral, but I adore color, and I would actually like to bring in more color in my handbag collection. I used to have more color, but then I moved it on because I thought, oh no, I need to sort of stick with the classics and neutral because they last longer and all that, which is also true. But I actually want to bring in more color. So what I've been doing is I've been introducing color more so in my SLGs. So this piece here is stunning. And what I love about it is if I was in a pinch and I needed to run out of the house, I could just attach my key fob and my house keys to that. I could just throw in a couple of cards, maybe some cash folded up, maybe a few coins, and go. Yes, it doesn't hold my phone, but that's not a problem because most of the time my phone is on me. And if I don't have a pocket, I tend to stick it here in my bra strap anyway. Or my waistband, depends on what I'm wearing. So that piece, that little SLG is one that I would seriously love to have. And so what would I give up from my collection for that piece? Well, have you seen Autumn's Metallics collection video? You should. I'll link it below. I loved watching that video. Quite a few times, by the way. And so she has a thing for metallics, as do I, you know. But the piece that I am prepared to give up, which would contribute to Autumn's metallics collection, is my little silver chevron. Oh, I love chevron. case. And this is in a beautiful soft calf leather. It has the silver or ruthenium CC. It's got the same zip. This is one of the first ones, so it does not have the double C at the top of the zip, but this is one of the originals. The beautiful silver zipper pull, and the inside is that lovely quilted light gray wipeable finish. And this is gorgeous because it's just got the right amount of sheen without being glary. It's not shiny as in like a patent finish. It is a beautiful soft velvety finish, and it's a little bit larger than the one Autumn has that I have my eye on, and it's silver and it would fit in beautifully with her metallics collection. So guys, let me know what you think. Did I choose well? Did I choose the right bag for Autumn? I'm quite aware it's very different to anything else she has, but that's a good thing. It's good to have different pieces. Did I choose the right SLG? Let me know what you think. And if you have come to me from Autumn's channel, welcome. I do hope you'll consider subscribing, and let me know what you think of what Autumn has selected for me. Let me know what you think of what I selected for Autumn. I look forward to reading your comments, everybody. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.